My name is Romy Hooper, as she just said, and in 2023, I actually did this competition last year and I won second place, and then I went on to go to the Nationals in New York. And I did the business of Capel Comics. We specialized in developing our characters with real-world adversities and having audience inclusion in our comic books. And in our stories, we wanted to make sure to include important topics like poverty, gang violence, and addiction. Sorry. Oh. Sorry about that. Everybody in the back can still hear me though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good, okay. So, and this past summer, I actually was able to get a trip abroad to Cambodia, where I was able to build workshops for kids to learn English and to learn more about the environment. So that was a really exciting experience, which allowed me to then start my YouTube channel and be able to do things like this, just be able to speak to people and inspire people. And it's something that really honestly changed my life for the better. Go Romy. So, I want to say I'm excited to be emceeing tonight's event, and I want to say that the NFTE Entrepreneurship event is the cornerstone of the NFTE program. And as you might already know, the importance of the entrepreneur mindset, it's really essential to the success of our economy, our community, and our young people, such as me and such as those who will be competing tonight. So NFTE knows that preparing students for career readiness and to focus on our futures is important in turning obstacles into opportunities, right? The NFTE mindset sparked in us by our NFTE teachers, which I was fortunate enough to have. It sets us on a journey of discovery. It sets us on a journey of multiple achievements, which you'll see more achievements tonight, and it positively impacts everybody in our path. Whatever brought you here today, know that you have the power to transform anybody that comes into your path, and you have the power to do anything that you set your mind to. And I would like to actually inform you about our generous sponsors. NFTE We have generous sponsors who are great to us, and we want to appreciate them, and we want to first name the Valoric Center of Entrepreneurship here at the American University. We are fortunate enough to have our Professor Thomas White, who has served as the director of the Valoric Center, here to share a few words with us.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, and so wonderful to have you here in the Valoric Center for Entrepreneurship. Round of applause for the kids today. That was just really fun, and I've been at AU for 11 years now, and some of those pitches were a lot better than some of our university students. And that was awesome to see that here. A couple quick shout outs. Daniel Vogel, who's my assistant director here, she is one of the judges tonight, so good luck and have fun with that today. Madison Hall, who's running around here, our Director of Communications and Programming, helped put this whole thing on, so thank you so much for everything that you did here today. So, we are super excited to join your nationwide program, which empowers youth to become independent, confident, and risk takers. Since our launch in 2014, our purpose has been to build a cross-campus community of entrepreneurship and innovation at American University. We foster creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, risk-taking, and resilience among our students through 100% experiential learning. We offer cross-campus pitch competitions, workshops, courses, a student-managed seed fund. We have academic scholarships and other events that engage over 800 students every year in our programs here. For those who desire and wish to launch a company, we provide a business incubator program, supporting approximately 30 student-run ventures at any one time. We provide them workspace, which is what you're in right now. This is our center and where we have all of our students work out of. We provide them coaching, access to our networks, access to alumni, and financial grants ranging from $1,500 up to $20,000 for each of the ventures. Student ventures have generated tens of millions of dollars and have raised millions of dollars in investments over the time here. As a university program, we prioritize the education journey first. That means taking risks, failing, trying again, getting back up again, and really building up that mindset of being an entrepreneur. As you know, there's no better way to take control of your life, accelerate personal growth, and build a business mindset than trying to start a company. So, our collective students from elementary school to the university level all need this exposure. It will elevate them into curious and resilient individuals, make them more engaged citizens, and ultimately more effective community leaders. So let's all continue in this important work, and I look forward to tonight's presentation. So thank you all very much. We've got some flyers in the back if you want to learn more about us here, but just wonderful to be part of this program and really celebrating the youth entrepreneurships of tomorrow. So thank you very much.
Okay, I want to say thank you very much, and can we give another round of applause for Next, we want to especially recognize the support of the sponsors of this challenge, including our presenter sponsor, the Valoric Center, and EY, our signature sponsor, Shopify, and our associate sponsor, the Benjamin Bowling Wills III Charitable Foundation. All right. We also want to recognize the City Foundation, PayPal, and Sentender. I think hopefully I said that correctly. All right. Thank you for making this event possible. We really appreciate it. We'd also like to thank our NFTE teachers, school partners, as well as business coaches, classroom volunteers, judges, family, and friends that provide support and advice and encouragement to our NFTE students. Your support is also appreciated. And finally, this event, we all would not, And this event, we all would not, oh my goodness. Oh, sorry. Okay. We all would not be able to also have this event without our Capital Regions Advisory Board, whom you'd find listed in your program that you had on your chairs there. Please join me to recognize all of these incredible individuals to their contribution to the NFTE community. Today we get to witness the results of many long hours of hard work from our finalists. Finalists that I have been, finalists, and as you know, I have been one, right? I know that you must be feeling tonight, I know what you must be feeling tonight, sorry. I know what you must be feeling tonight. Just remember, no one knows these businesses better than you do. And we cannot wait to hear your pitches. But before you begin, take a deep breath in, like I needed to a couple times on the stage today. So if you would breathe with me, really quick, everybody can join in, even if you're not presenting. I needed that too. Know that we believe in your power and your potential, and we hope that you leave tonight knowing that you have inspired every single one of us in this room. Remember, sometimes we learn and grow and achieve the most when we don't learn. And I can say that even being somebody who had won second place, because it motivated me even more to advance my business. And not only that, to advance other adventures in my life, like going to college. All right? This challenge is supposed to spark innovation. You never know what tomorrow will hold, so no matter what the outcome of this competition, be proud of what you have done. And congratulations are in store, and enjoy the applause. Okay, is everybody ready? I need a little more energy. Okay, that's what we like. So to judge tonight's challenge, we have our esteemed panel of experts who have volunteered their time. Please help me welcome NFTE alumni class of 2000 and the founder of the innovation group, Jane Baker. right? We also have our insurance partner at EY, a member of the Capital Regions Advisory Board, Anthony Calderazzi. Right? We have the senior partner of the law firm Brown Rednick, Andrew Sherman. We also have a faculty member of the American University, management director and assistant director of the Valor Center of Entrepreneurship, Danielle Valor. And last but not least, but we also have the principal of the William Communities, Tim Wills. Judges, thank you for sharing your time and expertise. We know that the finalists will truly impress you. We do not envy your position at all. Now for a brief review of the rules. Each presenter will have 7 minutes to pitch their businesses. Timer will go off with a green card at about 5 minutes. Then a yellow card at 1 minute, and then a red card when they have no time left if they're continuing to talk. After each presentation, judges will have 3 minutes to ask questions, and again, a yellow card will be shown when they have 1 minute left, and a red card when the questions are done. We will provide a minute between the presenters to give our judges enough time to finalize their scores and get their notes together. I'm excited to announce that our 2 runner-ups today will earn $250, and our second place winner will earn $1,000, and our first place winner will earn $1,500. And last but not least, all 4 of our contestants will be moving to the national competition in New York this October. Can we give a round of applause for them? So to introduce our first business, Story Crafters, please welcome Amat Patel from Francis Scott Key Elementary Middle School in Baltimore.
Dr. Seuss once said, "You can find magic wherever you look. Sit back and relax. All you need is a book." But what happens when you lose that love of reading? This is the dilemma my business aims to solve. Hello, my name is Aman Patel, the CEO and founder of Story Crafters. This story is about you. Here's a fact. Reading is an important part of everyone's life. It's fundamental in so many different ways. When you start your first job, you need to know how to read. This is why reading is so important. This is not the problem. The problem is that 46% of children between the ages of 9 to 14 hate reading. This can destroy you in the long run. This is where Story Crafters steps in. Story Crafters' mission statement is to reignite the love of reading for children of all ages. You might be wondering how we do this. Well, we make a custom story for you. By doing this, we make reading more enjoyable, which leads to inspired reading in the future. Let me take you through the process. The first thing that we need from you are keywords, which we call as Story Crafters. They're basically snippets of information that you need, that you would want in your story. After we have that, we can start to craft your story. The reason why my business is so special is because we offer 3 different options for customers to choose from: audio, digital, and physical. By doing this, we can reach the most amount of people as possible. Also, you might be wondering, by making custom stories, does that really make reading enjoyable? Well, just look at some of my happy customers and their testimonials. We can see that they loved their story. Digital is in case you're a bad parent like my dad, and always forgets a gift until the last second, and you need it right away. Physical is if you're a good parent, like my mom, and decides to get it beforehand, making it a lasting experience. Story Crafters is part of the book publishing industry, which made $132 billion last year. I'm targeting people in the United States, which has a population of 333 million. people who are 4 to 50, which includes users and buyers, male or female, and have an average household income of $45,000. They should be people who are intelligent, not interested in reading, and open to trying new things. An online buyer, and someone who supports small businesses. This takes my population of my target market to 140 million. And with the data I've collected from my survey, I know that around 103 million is my market size. For my marketing plan, I have 3 main parts: awareness, purchasing, and retention. For awareness, I'll use social media, flyers, and word of mouth. I use social media because it's a proven fact that 55% of new consumers find out about new businesses this way. Purchasing will be mostly digital at whatmystory.com. I am currently building a website, but because it's not up and running yet, I sell at local events for now. Retention includes referral rewards, school discounts, and loyalty programs. For my competitive analysis, I compare Storycrafters to DIY books and ICMe in 3 factors: price, turnaround time, and unique factors. Storycrafters is priced at $19.99, DIY books $89, and ICMe $30. Second factor is turnaround time. Because Storycrafters offers a digital version, we can get a story to you in 1 to 2 business days. DIY books takes 4 to 5 business days, and ICMe 6 to 8 business days. And finally, unique factors. Storycrafters has 3 options for customers to choose from: audio, digital, and physical. DIY books have very long stories, and ICMe comes in hardcover. My competitive advantage is that I have better pricing, a faster turnaround time, and multiple options for customers to choose from. Although I haven't figured out how to print in hardcover in a timely manner, I hope to do so in the future. For my qualifications, there are many reasons on why I can run this business, but the main 3 is that I've received a grant, $670 from YAR, or Youth as Resources. They give out money to people who are trying to help the community, and I'm helping the community by making free stories for my classroom to make sure that reading is accessible to the most amount of people. I also have experience as a Charm City editor, where I had to create and edit stories. This means that I know how to write stories and edit them to make them the best that they can possibly be. Also, I already have customers. This means that my business is not an idea, but a reality. And with your funding, Nifty, I can grow this business to exponential heights. For my cost structure slide, I define 1 unit of sale as 1 customized Storycrafters book. I'm selling for $19.99, and my total cost of goods sold is $13.50. This leaves me with a contribution margin of $6.49. To find out how many units I need to break even monthly, I divide my contribution margin by my monthly expenses, which total to $70, including advertising, insurance, utilities, and AI. This means that I need 11 units to break even monthly. Finally, my current status and future plans. Right now, I'm learning about economics and completing the Nifty course. I've created a partnership with local business Unique Bracelets by Brandon. This will help me grow locally. The partnerships works by me making a story, and whatever the story is about, there will be a bracelet. For example, I'm from Baltimore, so I love the Ravens. So the story would be about the Ravens, and the bracelet would have those colors. In the future, I want to find an easier way to make stories, present to schools, and implement a partnership. That way, I can help more students achieve the level of reading they should be at. This is helping Baltimore City's literacy rate. Once again, my name is Atman Patel, the CEO and founder of Storycrafters. This story is about you.
Okay, can we just give him another round of applause? Absolutely. And now we're gonna have our 3-minute question and answer period for Patel. All good?
Yeah, I'll start. It sounds like clearly AI sort of runs this in the background. Could you maybe talk about what technology you're using, how you see that sort of changing the business over time?
Yes, so as a seventh grader, it's really hard for me to make 5,000 word stories in a timely manner. So I used to use ChatGPT to make my stories, but now I have my own learning model that I've been giving information in for the last year. This makes my stories even better, and when I put in my prompt, it makes it almost a perfect story. But if you were to just go to ChatGPT now, it'd be really hard to get the same kind of story I have.
You picked two competitors to compare yourself to. Do you have a sense of the total ecosystem of competitors? I mean, are there hundreds of other self-publishers that are doing this, or dozens? I mean, what's the size of the total competitive market? Do you have a sense of that?
So I'm a part of the book publishing industry, which is really wide, but if I were to get more specific, it would probably be custom stories, which doesn't have that big of a competitors, because mine are about experiences that you had, and that's what goes in your stories. Others are mainly just taking your name and putting it over another famous book, and you're the main character instead.
How you guys doing today? My name is Noah Blackson, owner and founder of Tabletop Pizza, where you can get short pizza your way. Now let me ask the audience a question. By a show of hands, who has had pizza within the last year? That's pretty much everybody. So we can all agree that we love pizza. So as a kid, I was a picky eater when it comes to how my pizza was made. Whenever I would go to any traditional pizza restaurants, the crust will always be too thick, or they would never put enough cheese. So I decided to make my own restaurant where customers could get their pizza their way. So did you guys know that research shows that 70% of Americans eat 156 pizzas a year? That's a lot of pizza. But only 30% of those Americans are picky eaters. So that leaves 76 million potential customers for my pizza restaurant. So at Tabletop Pizza, our mission is to provide a unique and memorable dining experience where customers can unleash their creativity and enjoy delicious customizable pizzas made with the highest quality ingredients. We are committed to fostering social connections, creating lasting memories for our customers through our interactive approach to dining. Now you might be wondering, how are we going to do that? Our underlying magic, customization and creativity. As you can see, I have a heart-shaped pizza with a face on it, and then our wood-fired baking to ensure a crispy crust and the highest quality ingredients to ensure a delightful taste. Now, our target customer. Here's John. He's a loving and engaged father. He's family-oriented. He has 2 creative kids that love pizza. Now, my target age is 14 through 40, but Tabletop Pizza is inclusive to all. Now, like I said before, statistics show that the average American eats 156 pizzas, with a third of them eating 1 pizza per week. That's a lot of pizza. Now, my marketing plan. For awareness, to promote the restaurant, I have social media campaigns such as Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, to showcase my customizable pizzas and to get them all out to all age groups. And then right now, I do community events such as Tabletop Pizza catering, such as catering to local events such as baseball games, basketball games, and sponsoring charity events. And for retention, my retention strategies are having great food, that's going to keep the customers coming back, great hospitality, and a loyalty rewards program. Now my competitive analysis. So my main competitors are Pizza Hut, Blaze Pizza, and Hot Pot. Now let's look at our strengths. Tabletop Pizza has full customization. Pizza Hut has a reliable delivery service. Blaze Pizza has a wide variety of toppings. And Hot Pot has an engaging dining experience. Now let's look at the weaknesses. Tabletop Pizza is a new entrant to the market. Pizza Hut often has inconsistent customer experiences. Blaze Pizza has limited dining space, and Hot Pot has a higher price point. So at Tabletop Pizza, we want to take all of my competitors' strengths and learn from their weaknesses and incorporate it into my restaurant so we could be one of the best. My qualifications. So hi, I'm Noah Blackson. Last year, around this time, summer 2023, I was the first place winner of the Prince George's County Young Entrepreneurship Contest for making a business plan just like this one. Also in that same summer, I worked for a pizza catering company called Viga Viga Pizza, where I learned how to master the art of making pizza. And also I was in the culinary arts program at Oxon Hill High School. Some of my skills include communication and customer service. I am a culinary artist with an entrepreneurial mindset. Now my cost structure. So my definition of one unit is one pizza. Now what goes into that one pizza? You have the flour, yeast, sauce, cheese, and toppings. That comes to around a total of $4.37. Then my labor costs, such as the dough staff, the oven staff, the waiters, busboys, and dishwashers. I charge them for how long it would take them to do the job for one pizza. That comes to around $1.55. And then my fixed expenses, such as advertising, cleaning, my insurance, and the cost of the restaurant, that's $300,000. And then also Maryland has a 6% sales tax, so that's 79 cents. And I have a profit of $6.71, which comes to around of a total of $13.95 per pizza. Now, it would take me, I would have to sell 21,000 pizzas to make that $300,000 back for the restaurant. Current status and future plans. So present day, I just graduated from Oxon Hill High School and I plan to attend Alabama A&M to major in entrepreneurship and hospitality to 1, gain knowledge about the industry, and 2, build social connections. Also, I do tabletop pizza catering where I am on the back of a pickup truck and I have 2 pizza ovens and I go around selling pizza. By year 1, 2028, when I graduate from college, I plan to open my first location and establish a strong presence in the local market. By year 5 of owning the restaurant, I want to have franchising, I want to have solidified my brand recognition, and also be named one of the top pizza chains in the country. By year 10, I want to have locations nationwide, provide jobs for thousands, and have a strong impact in the community. My name is Noah Blackson, owner and founder of Tabletop Pizza, where you can have your pizza your way. Thank you for listening.
Now we will begin our question and answer portion. Judges, whenever you're ready.
So my question is, you said that your data was that most Americans eat one pizza a week, but then you said, and there's 50.
I did one last year, and then I did one this year. So I've had this business plan for over a year. So I think I need to update the research. I just kept the 156 came from last year,
Okay.
and then the one pizza a week came from this year's presentation.
Okay.
How did you choose the 2 companies that you were comparing yourself to? I mean, I get the Pizza Hut comparison, but Hot Pot is like it's the chain I'm thinking of, it's like a whole different category of food and format, and
So
I mean, there's hundreds of pizza chains. I was curious about your competitive analysis.
okay, so Hot Pot is a Korean barbecue restaurant where you could come in and you make the food yourself. So at my restaurant, you come in and you make your own pizza your way yourself. Yeah.
I've got a competitive analysis question too. I would have expected to see frozen pizza up there and bobbly, for instance, and make your own at home. I imagine that that's a significant part of the market share for pizza. So why aren't you thinking about those competitors?
That's a great question that you asked. I wasn't really thinking about that. I was focused on the restaurants and then the interactive restaurants, interactive dining experience restaurants. But I will definitely consider that in the future.
How did you decide who your target customer were? I think you said dad with 2 kids.
So yeah, so I just chose something simple, like a dad with 2 kids. It's a weekend or a birthday party or something, and he wants to take his kids to do something fun. He can come down to Tabletop Pizza and just have a good, memorable time with his family.
A question on the pricing analysis, the 21,000 pizzas to break even. Do you have any sense of that's how long that takes to get back? It's a month, it's a year, it's...
I plan to make that back by year 5. I didn't put that on there, but I do plan to make that back by year 5 of owning the restaurant.
Plan to make pizza in college?
Yes, I do.
What does success look like for you?
This is success.
Describe it.
Anything I do, I feel like that is success. Success doesn't look like, I feel like success doesn't really look like anything. It's just, you are success.
These are earbuds. Now, I hope all of you know that, but not everybody knows the problem with them. Hello, my name is John Williams, and I'm the founder and CEO of Earbud Buddy, the best way to clean your earbuds. Now, someone once said, all earbuds get dirty over time and will need to be cleaned. This is very difficult most of the time. My goal is to change this with Earbud Buddy. Next slide, please. The problem. Many people who have earbuds know the pain of earwax buildup in earbuds. There are many problems with this, including ear infections, itchiness, earwax buildup in your ears, temporary hearing loss, and broken earbuds. This can lead to a lot of money spent to fix this, from needing to go to the hospital to needing to buy new earbuds. Money is just going down the drain. Roughly 51% of people are unaware of earwax buildup, and nearly 22% of people are unaware of earwax buildup and have problems after earwax has been built up. Even I deal with these big problems. I use earbuds instead of headphones, and as you can expect, I've had ear infections, itchiness, and earwax buildup in my ears due to improper cleaning. Next slide, please. Earbud Buddy aims to enhance the experience of enjoying through listening to earbuds by providing an effective cleaning tool that will also prolong the life of earbuds. Earbud Buddy will safely remove the earwax from earbuds, decrease the earwax buildup, minimize the likelihood of ear infections, extend the functionality of earbuds, and last but not least, save money from leaving your pockets. Next slide, please. You may wonder, what makes Earbud Buddy different from any other product to clean your earbuds? Well, Earbud Buddy is easy to use, portable, reusable, and last but not least, effective. Next slide, please. The industry for Earbud Buddy is the earbud cleaner industry, which made $2.4 million last year. The demographics of my business is the ages 10 and up. The geographics of my business is the Baltimore metro area, but I want to continue expanding that area as the Earbud Buddy evolves. I'm leaning towards someone who cares about tech, is health conscious, open to trying new things, and people who use earbuds regularly. I'm also leaning towards someone who is research-based, supports small businesses, and likes good customer service. The total population of my target geographic area is around 2,800,000 people. The population of my target market is around 1,100,000 people. 75% of people who took a survey said they'd be willing to try Earbud Buddy. This means that around 850,000 people will be willing to try Earbud Buddy. Next slide, please. There are 3 steps to a marketing plan. Number 1, awareness. To get awareness of Earbud Buddy, I will use social media, word of mouth, posters, signs, and business cards. The key metrics for this is at least a 5% increase in sales after a spread of awareness is put out. Number 2, purchase. To get people to purchase Earbud Buddy, I will use school events, Shopify, Amazon, and in-person sales to get people to get Earbud Buddy. My key metric is to get at least a 10% increase of retention from referred customers. Number 3, retention. To get people to constantly buy Earbud Buddy, I'll use referral discounts and notice of monthly sales, so people know about Earbud Buddy and will be able to buy it continuously. My key metric is to get at least a 10% increase in sales after a deal or sale is put out. Next slide, please. So, Earbud Buddy has multiple competitors: the Clean Doctor Earbud Cleaning Kit and Air Squares. My first factor to compare us is pricing. Earbud Buddy is $15, while Clean Doctor is $13 and Air Squares is $12. You'll see why Earbud Buddy is more expensive later. For number 2, effectiveness. Earbud Buddy is very effective without having risk of damaging your earbuds. It will be used very well, and it can be transported very easily. For a Clean Doctor, it has sharp tools and liquids that will end up harming your earbuds. And if you use it multiple times, it could honestly break your earbuds. Air Squares is made of putty. So putty could get stuck in your earbuds. That could be a huge problem. And for the third factor, reusability, Earbud Buddy can use multiple times without having any problems. For Clean Doctor and Air Squares, they will run out super quickly, as Clean Doctor is a kit and Air Squares is a pack. So, who wants a slightly less expensive product for a not reusable thing, and that's less effective? Nobody wants that. But you could also have Earbud Buddy for $15, but it will be more effective and reusable, different from any other product. So, the competitive advantage is effectiveness and reusability. Next slide, please. You may wonder, why am I, a 12-year-old, qualified to be running a business? Well, I'm an above average student who is able to write grants for my business. I've written a $1,000 grant before, and that shows how I'm able to write grants and make more money for my business. Also, I'm a NFTE student, and that's why I'm here today. I use earbuds, and I want to make them better for everyone. I'm independent, and that's how this business came to be. Also, I'm the grandchild of an entrepreneur who's learning from my grandma and grandpa every day how to run a business. Next slide, please. 1 unit of Earbud Buddy is a single earbud cleaner. My selling price will be $15. The cost of bare materials is made up of glue, 3D printer filament, rubber, and microfiber. This totals up to $4.31. For the cost of labor, it will be $4.50. This is found by multiplying the minimum wage by the time it takes for me to make my Earbud Buddy. For other variable costs, I have 5 cents for packaging. This means that a total cost of goods sold is $8.86. If my selling price is $15 and my total cost of goods sold is $8.86, that means my contribution margin is $6.14. So, for my fixed expenses, it is a total of $150, made up of insurance, advertising, or promotion, depreciation, and utilities. To find my monthly break-even units, I will need to divide my fixed expenses by my cost of goods sold. This equates to 25 units. This means I will need 25 units to break even each month. Next slide, please. You may wonder, what is my current status and future plans? Well, currently, I'm preparing to begin my final year of middle school. I'm working on my NFTE course and learning about economics. I want to improve my prototype to make Earbud Buddy better for everyone. In the future, I want to open up a personal website for Earbud Buddy. I want to expand my product line and donate to events and fundraisers in my city, so the money just doesn't go to me. I also want to learn more about marketing, so I can do better when I go to New York. Next slide, please. Once again, this is Earbud Buddy, the best way to clean your earbuds.
You still need it.
Oh, right, I forgot about that.
Not letting you off that easy. Great presentation. So how will you use Shopify? You mentioned that you use Shopify. How would you use Shopify?
So I would like to set up my business on Shopify because it's very good for entrepreneurs. And then once that's done, I would like to move that over to Amazon, where it'd be a lot easier and I could get suggested material for people to find Earbud Buddy easier. But on Shopify, it's really easy for entrepreneurs, and I think I'd like to use that. Yeah.
What's the average lifespan of a set of earbuds?
Well, it depends on how much you use them. I use my earbuds like every day, and if they're not properly cleaned, they could last like maximum I'd say a year. But with Earbud Buddy, you could clean it much easier, so the earwax won't get all stuck in it. It'll be better for you and your earbuds, so you won't have to worry about that.
So how long would you extend the life?
I'd say multiple years.
Have you looked into some type of channel marketing, like selling to ENT doctors or audiologists, or the way that the eye doctor gives away your eyeglass cleaner, but I'm sure they have to pay somebody for those eyeglass cleaners. It would be great, especially if you're talking about ear health, not just the longevity of the earbuds, to get people who are interested in ear health and promoting ear health to be marketing partners in some way.
Yeah, thanks for asking. I don't have any current plans for that, but in the future I would like to branch off. I've seen multiple companies that make earbuds. If I could sell Earbud Buddy to like help them like have it come in a pack with their earbuds, or like you said, go to doctors and people who work with ears, that could be like very helpful.
You noted that yours is the most expensive of the competitors. Is there a way you think to get the costs down to get it more in line with the other options, as versus trying to explain to someone why they should pay more for your solution?
So, I mean, Earbud Buddy is a very good price at this point, but I think I could find cheaper 3D printer filament, cheaper microfiber, and cheaper rubber that all goes into this, making Earbud Buddy. But my fixed expenses are pretty high. If I were to lower the price of Earbud Buddy, I would need to lower my fixed expenses. So I need to figure that out.
All right, and you had $75 earmarked for ads and promotions. Where would you be placing ads and doing your promotions?
So I believe like online advertisement will be very useful for me. So there's like YouTube videos, just like advertising in Amazon or Shopify and that kind of stuff. Yeah, if I could put that amount each month, it would be very helpful.
Good afternoon, judges and all of those attending. My name is Keith Harris, and my business is Tackle Tutors, with our slogan being, learning something new from a different point of view. Before I begin my presentation, I'd like to give the reason for this business's creation. In the 11th grade, I struggled with pre-calculus, leading to my family helping me connect with a tutor. This experience was not only efficient, but enjoyable, leading me to wanting to share this opportunity with the world. Problem opportunity. With that being said, meet Sarah, a student growing up in a low-income neighborhood with limited educational resources. Despite her passion for learning, Sarah often finds herself struggling due to large class sizes, limited teacher attention, and a lack of support. This issue is widespread. According to crossover therapy, 61% of high schoolers and 45% of college students admit to feeling stressed due to lack of understanding of classwork. Tackle Tutors is the solution to this problem. We at Tackle Tutors aim to broaden student knowledge and help students figure out things they once thought they'd never get, accomplishing this through the uses of a wide variety of professionals. Our value proposition. Tutors and members both take personality tests to guarantee a near perfect match, or them both. By incorporating our personality tests, we're able to analyze our members' persistence levels, understanding proficiency, and many more factors. Additionally, we at Tackle Tutors understand that not everyone has the same persistence level, which is why we offer the subscription plans based on commitment level. Our mission at Tackle Tutors is to empower and inspire students to unlock their full potential by providing a supportive and learning environment that fosters and develops confidence, critical thinking, and academic excellence. Our underlying magic. Along with personality tests, our tutors take proficiency tests, which is included with what they are qualified to teach. By doing this, we're able to ensure that our clients are not only being provided the best possible services, but we're also making sure that our tutors are qualified to teach them. Additionally, our tutors are required to take training classes to develop skills needed to work with different learning styles. By doing this, we're increasing the proficiency at which they can teach and the learners can learn. Our target market. Targeting those ranked 60 through 85, being a student, teacher assistant, residential assistant, being with educational levels varying from high schoolers and college students, psychographics being their interest being current events, learning about new cultures, hobbies being reading, arts, journaling, and the personality being patient, curious, overachiever, focused, driven, and self-reflective. With our geographic being in a DMV, as I believe that the educational needs are not being met in today's time, in that area specifically. Our buying power will be low through high income, dependent on subscription choice, which is paid monthly. Our marketing plan. Although I have 3, today I'll be focusing on 1, partnerships. Through partnerships with schools, we'll be able to provide our services before upcoming tests. By doing this, we'll be able to figure out exactly how much our services increase grades. We can use this for before and after, as well as using this to get testimonials. We're providing this with only a small sum and online exposure. Competitive analysis. Tutor Chase, number one. A professional agency providing highly qualified tutors. However, on their website, they do not offer their services, which we do at Tactful Tutors. Second being PhotoMath, a math app that solves problems for you and gives you a step-by-step rundown. However, if you have further questions, they cannot be answered without a further purchase of subscriptions. Thirdly, being Golf Math, similar to PhotoMath, but only focused on mathematical equations, which makes it an indirect and weak competitor. My qualifications. I'm enrolled in the Net Academy of Finance. I'm an intern for a jewelry business. I'm a teacher assistant where I learn lesson plan practice. I'm in contact with many qualified tutors and students learning how to teach. I've studied different types of learning styles to create mock lesson plans for all types of students. I'm secretary of SGA, where I learned strong organizational abilities, excellent communication skills, proficiency in office software, and gained the ability to handle confidential information. And I am part of the cross-country and TAC team, where I've learned communication, collaboration, and discipline. My cost structure. For the definition of one unit, which is one tutoring session, we will be charging $111. And we're taking our variable material expenses, which includes labor, materials, and equipment, we came up to a sum of $129. By doing the math, we were able to find out our cost of services sold. We were able to figure out our contribution margin, which is $1071. Where we were able to find out, to break even, we will only need to sell 18 units to break even, which is when our revenue and expenses equal the same. Our current status and future plans. Currently, we are already going to colleges and high schools to help students develop smart studying habits. We're speaking with students to figure out exactly how effective they believe tutoring to be. We're using statistics of struggling students compared to those of flourishing students, and re-comparing after offering our services. And in the future, we're hoping to connect with platforms such as PhotoMath and Golf Math, so that we can provide the answer to those questions that they are not answering. We're hoping to offer discounts for those less fortunate living spaces, and we're hoping to offer pop-up shops at colleges, high schools, and universities to offer our services before upcoming tests. With a bad system for improvements on grades on our website. Our year-on revenue goal being $84,250, we're hoping to accomplish all of these things. And our year 3 being $134,800, and our year 5 being $33,000. We are hoping that our business can help everyone in the world, because you never stop learning. I am Keith Harris, and my business is Tactful Tutors, where you can always learn something from any point of view of your choice. And you can find out more about us on our Instagram at tactful.tutors. Thank you very much.
I'll start. That's me. So I was really impressed with your segmentation strategy and your marketing plans. It seems like you've got a lot in store for the partnerships and all the things that you intend. But your cost analysis only demonstrated the labor of the tutor. So I'm wondering if you're also anticipating the overhead, the people that are going to run the marketing strategies, the people that are going to build your business.
In regards to that, in regards to that, I'm hoping that I can find a team that has the skills to do that. As I'm hoping to develop a team that has the weaknesses, that has the strengths to my weaknesses, which in this area it would be weakness. As I personally do not understand completely the market of our clients. Excuse me.
Keith, great presentation. Can you tell me about Tutor Chase on your competitive analysis? You said does not offer on services on its website. Did you mean like online services?
Correct. Tutor Chase only actually connects you with a tutor. They do not offer their services anywhere actually. All they do is they connect you with a tutor and you have to do the follow-up work for that.
Your pricing model, that hourly rate, how does that compare to competitors? And I noticed, pretty significant drop in the hourly rate you're paying the tutors themselves. Are you worried about that big margin between the two in terms of tutors staying loyal to you and not trying to serve?
The tutors that I am working with actually are part of not only my community, but my school as well, and a part of colleges. So I'm hoping that through the uses of exposure as well as, in personal practice with other clients, not only is that experience, but it's also your way of learning how to deal with different personality types, which you will be experiencing if learning with us, because we're talking to those who are tutors and math majors and etc.
You had just a handful of competitors up there, but I would imagine there's a lot of people out there on their own doing tutoring. How do you think your pricing or your value proposition compares to a lot of the college kids out there that just sort of hang their hat out to do tutoring?
As I stated before, which is in front of you and in the hands of some of you in the audience, I do have a personality test. And with that personality test, it's guaranteeing that whenever you work with us, you have a tutor who is catered to what you need. So sometimes in life, you're gonna need the opposite of what you want, and which is what we will provide for you. If you're laid back and maybe a little bit lazy, having a tutor that's gonna drive you and push you to do better is what you're gonna need. So we're gonna give you nothing but what you need, while other tutors will just do what you want, just to make sure that you are comfortable. Sometimes you need to be comfortable with being uncomfortable.
What will you do with the startup fund if you receive it?
I would start development with connecting with colleges, just so I can have the means of transportation as well as developing a website so that I can provide my personality test on there.
Who developed the personality test?
I did myself.
While each of their presentations is a testament to all the hard work and passion they put into their business ideas, it's also a reflection of the secret sauce behind every successful student at NFTE and an incredible teachers. NFTE teachers are highly skilled, disciplined, passionate educators who exemplify knowledge, classroom management, and a belief in the entrepreneurial mindset can change a student's life trajectory. And NFTE is so proud to have so many Capital Region educators supporting us. I know we have some wonderful NFTE teachers here tonight, so please take a moment and stand so you can be recognized. Our NFTE teachers, can you stand? This year, the Capital Region is excited to honor 2 NFTE teachers with an award for their outstanding work with our NFTE students. Our first recipient is new to NFTE, but has been collaborative, inspirational, and always willing to learn. After countless meetings, questions, preparation, I'm overjoyed that one of their students made it as a finalist today. Today we acknowledge the commitment in entrepreneurship and exposing our youth to really believing that anything is possible. Our Rookie Teacher of the Year was here earlier, unfortunately had to leave for an emergency, but our Rookie Teacher of the Year is Mr. Andrew Woodson, receiving $500 today. And it will take a long time to list all of the accomplishments of our NFTE Teacher of the Year recipient. She has been teaching NFTE for 12 years and received the John Whitehead National Teacher of the Year Award in 2018. Our Teacher of the Year is at a Capital Regional gym. Our Teacher of the Year enroll her students in the course, keeps them engaged, poised, and passionate about entrepreneurship. Her classroom is truly a model classroom. Her positive spirit is infectious. Her commitment to our youth entrepreneurship is commendable and admirable. Today we honor you for your creativity, innovation, and dedication. This year's Capital Region Teacher of the Year receiving $1,000 is Ms. Denise Moore McDonald from We appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Again, thank you to all the teachers and volunteers who go above and beyond supporting our students. We will not be here without you. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Just want to thank again our wonderful teachers and congratulate Ms. McDonald and Mr. Woodson. I am a former teacher, Deshay is a former teacher, and I didn't fully appreciate, even though I was a teacher, knew certainly long hours it took to be a teacher until I had my own children, 2 boys. I didn't understand just how appreciative I was of the teachers who teach my children. So just want to really say thank you to our NFTE teachers who truly bring the NFTE programs to life in the classroom. My name is Meg Stewart and I'm the Executive Director here for NFTE in the Capital Region. Tonight I have the honor of announcing our Volunteer of the Year Awards. If you have been with NFTE for a long time, you know that yes, we are all about the instruction that happens in the classroom, but the secret sauce to NFTE, what really takes our instruction, our really program off of the pages and really transforms our students are the volunteer opportunities our students get. The interaction with a professional, field trips to places like American University, coaching sessions. And tonight we're going to honor 2 of our wonderful volunteers. One is going to be an individual volunteer of the year and the other a corporate volunteer of the year. These volunteers will then become nominees for NFTE's National Volunteer of the Year Awards that are presented at the NFTE National Challenge in New York City this October. This year's Individual Volunteer of the Year for the Capital Region is Steve Canaris from EY. Steve has been a dedicated member of the NFTE Capital Advisory Board for 4 years. During that time, he has helped build volunteerism tremendously in his hometown, Baltimore area, where he is based, where he has 2 kids of his own. Steve is always a guiding light for other volunteers. He's always consistently goes above and beyond in his support for his region and our programs. He was so warm and welcoming when I joined the NFTE team 3 years ago, showing me the ropes of Baltimore. And again, he just always thinks about what he can do for our students. So please join me in welcoming to the stage, Steve Canaris.
Ms. McDonald's class, so I know who she is. And congratulations to all the students here, both that were finalists as well as some of the pitches downstairs. Just real quick, I really enjoy getting out and meeting the students, the pitches. We've had people in the EY where we work on some of their business plans. And so for those of you there in the audience that are here for the first time or really getting to know NFTE, if you can just get out and meet these students, you can see the energy that they bring. And so it's a pleasure for me to be here and accept this. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve. And I will say this is bittersweet as this is Steve's last year on the board and just want to thank him much for all he has done to build our programs. So now going on to the Corporate Volunteer of the Year. Our Corporate Volunteer of the Year is a dedicated both at the national level, but at the regional level. City has been such a dedicated partner to NFTE Capital Region. They volunteered to support coaching days, served as judges for both our quarter, our semifinal competitions. We're incredibly proud to partner with them and look forward to our future working together. I also want to thank specifically Reginald Exum, who has been a champion of that partnership for a very long time, who has driven all over the DMV to volunteer, from Baltimore to DC to Prince George's County. He is one of many city volunteers who shows dedication to our programs and is always there for our students. Another one is Lorraine Carrasco, who is our new program manager and has been doing a fantastic job. Please welcome me in joining Lorraine to the stage to accept the City Award.
Hi everyone, good evening. Thank you for having me. Like Meg said, my name is Doreen Carrasco. I am the Community Relations Market Manager for the Washington DC area. So on behalf of Citi, I want to thank you all for this recognition. And I just want to say a few things in terms of our partnership with Citi. So Citi is committed to advance youth economic opportunities. And as longtime member supporter of NFTE, we are proud to help inspire young people unlock their full potential. So Citi colleagues, like I said, around the world, we volunteer year-round to promote financial inclusion and economic progress in the communities we serve. So by leveraging their expertise as corporate professionals and their own personal career journey, Citi colleagues help prepare young people with the tools and the knowledge necessary to build successful career pathways. Through our collaboration with NFTE, we've actually had 800 Citi colleagues and executives engage as coaches, mentors, and as judges, which I personally love, through more than 1,400 engagements, totaling nearly 5,000 hours of service. So we're very excited to continue working with you all. And by empowering the next generation, that's something that's very important to us, of diverse, mission-driven entrepreneurs to launch their businesses, to grow their businesses. Together, we are supporting the future leaders and the change agents who will help create a positive impact in our communities. So I finally want to acknowledge some of my colleagues here, Mr. Desi Wyatt, Director at Citi Personal Wealth Management, and Meg Michaels, the Director of State and Government Affairs. Thank you for your support. They're two of my volunteer champions, so we're very excited to continue working with you all. And like I said, Meg, thanks again to Shay and the entire Anthony and the entire NFTE staff. So thank you once again, and have a great afternoon.
All right. Now I'm thrilled to introduce a very special part of our program for you all this evening. Our keynote speaker is before I go, so sorry. I want to make sure you guys see on your chairs that there are cards. Those volunteers, Steve, all of the folks from Citi, they were inspired by something they saw, read about from NFTE. So please take one of the students you saw as inspiration, something you heard about our programs, and use that inspiration and turn it to action. You'll see here we have volunteer code, scan it, you can sign up to volunteer, get involved in coaching. On the other side of the postcard you have on the chair is a link to donate. Honestly, it is what comes from our volunteers, donations that we get that enable us to have the highest quality program we can for the students we serve and for us to ultimately serve more students across our region. And now I'm going to get back to our keynote speaker for the night. So our keynote speaker is President and Chief Executive Office for Solidcore. He's responsible for delivering business performance, national footprint growth, and building a strong and inclusive community of clients and employees. In 2023, which was the event I met him at, he was recognized as an EY Mid-Atlantic Entrepreneur of the Year award winner. He's been nominated for and won several awards from the Washington Business Journal, including the Growth Award, as part of its CEO of the Year celebration. The reason why I asked him to speak tonight is because at the event where I met him, even though he had just won a big award, he only had eyes for the EY student who was with me. He came up right away, started talking to the student that I was with who had just received an EY scholarship. She was a NFTE alumni, and he right away gave her his business card, started talking to her, encouraged her. So I knew he would be the absolute perfect keynote speaker for tonight. Please help me in welcoming Brian Myers to the stage.
I committed to Meg that I would keep this brief because I know that I am the only thing standing between you and the big award winner for tonight, so I will do my best to keep this brief. First things first, gotta get my notes together. We'll figure it out. I want to start with a couple of words and definitions. The first is superhero. A superhero is an individual who possesses extraordinary abilities or supernatural powers, aka superpowers. And superpowers are powers that are greater in scope than that which is considered natural. Now you may be sitting there wondering why I, a seemingly very ordinary person, am up here talking about superheroes and superpowers. And frankly, that would be a very fair thing to wonder about. Because despite the resume that you just heard about, my story started very simply on a Thursday in September in New Bern, North Carolina in 1987. I was born there to two working class Southern black parents. My father was a Marine. My mom worked administrative jobs. My dad was actually an enlisted Marine. And for those of you who haven't been around the military and don't really know what that means, that just means that my father joined the military immediately after graduating from high school. And so he does not have a college degree, and frankly, neither does my mom. Again, very, very ordinary, not special at all. Because of my dad's career in the military, we moved around a lot. We moved to multiple states. We lived in North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida, and then we also lived abroad in Okinawa, Japan, which is where I spent the formative years. And despite having a little bit of a different lifestyle because of moving around a lot, my childhood otherwise was pretty ordinary. I had a childhood like probably most people in this room, in that I loved playing tag, I was skateboarding, riding my bike, and had, a healthy dose of video games my parents would allow. Again, not special, pretty ordinary. But I did, however, like some of the folks in this room, start to develop a passion for entrepreneurship at a relatively young age. I tried to start several businesses as a kid, nothing nearly as impressive as the things that you heard about today. But as examples, my parents would buy fruit for our family, and I would take that fruit and try to sell it to our neighbors. They were like, that's not what that's for. I also bought candy in bulk and tried to sell it to my friends at a premium. And when I got my most creative, I tried to start a babysitting agency where I didn't actually babysit. I just took a cut of my friend's babysitting money. Because like any budding entrepreneur, the path to easy money is the best path, right? So again, not special, pretty ordinary. So you fast forward a few years, it's no surprise that I ended up going to school for business. And coming out of school, I decided that I would start my career in consulting. And I worked for a very large consulting firm. We did consulting for Fortune 100 companies and some of the largest organizations in the world. Learned a ton. And it was really, really fun to confront some of those challenges and opportunities that those businesses were facing. But it wasn't too long into my consulting career, about 5 years, that the entrepreneurship bug came back and started to bite. And it was an itch that I knew that I had to scratch. And so I left my cushy job in consulting to go back to do what I learned as a kid I loved to do, which was to help build. And I have been fortunate to work for two amazing DC-founded companies. I first, when I left consulting, was on the leadership team of a company called Sweet Green. And I always say I was at Sweet Green before Sweet Green was Sweet Green, because when I was at Sweet Green, we held a music festival and sold gazpacho and did cold pressed juice and all sorts of crazy things that Sweet Green doesn't do anymore. But it was an amazing journey to be a part of growing and scaling that brand. And as was mentioned, I'm now the president and CEO of a business called SolidCore. At SolidCore, we operate a chain of fitness studios. If you haven't heard of our workout or done our workout, I will describe a little bit of it for you just so you know who you're talking to. Our workout is a 50-minute full body workout. We systematically go through all of the major muscle groups in the body. We'll do center core, we'll do obliques, we'll do upper body, and we'll do lower body. And the entire purpose of the workout is to work your muscles to failure, that point where they're shaking uncontrollably and you're like, what am I doing here? That's exactly what we hope to get out of every single class that you walk into.
Judges, we are very interested in your impressions from their pitches. We would like to know, is there any general advice that you would like to give before we give the announcements?
I think we were all in consensus that you all look great. Like, you all look the part. Yeah, That hair, I don't know, you should have went off of that just alone, but yeah, we all thought you presented well, you spoke clearly, we could hear you, I mean, I don't know if you all can hear in the back, but you all did a really exceptional job in presenting. And I can speak, because I've been there in your shoes, it's not easy, so congratulations to you.
Yeah, guys, echo that. You guys all did a fantastic job. Just getting on the stage and being able to articulate your plan and your vision is difficult, and you guys all did great. Just some thoughts. A couple of you had it in your plans, but I would just don't forget to pay yourself in these businesses. Make sure you work that in. You're going to be putting a lot into these, and don't forget you got to be part of that. And I would say when you're going through this, whether you're talking in these types of competitions or you want to get funding, really focus on your secret sauce. What is that magic? That's what really resonates. I have the fortune with Steve Canaris, who's behind me, to run our Entrepreneur of the Year program for the firm. And the thing that resonates with our judges is really how you're going to solve a unique problem. More so than great metrics, a great business plan in terms of revenues, it's really how you solve the problem. So keep focusing on that. You guys are great.
I would agree with our first two judges. Everyone did a wonderful job. You should be very proud of yourselves. Not only your business plans, but your life plans, and your futures look very bright, so get a good pair of sunglasses. I thought the strength of all four of you was in the value propositions and the problem solution. You'll notice a lot of my questions around competitive analysis, because once you get past value proposition, problem solution, you then end up, all right, so who else is doing this, and how are we really distinguishing ourselves from those people? So, you might want to tease that out a little bit before you head up to New York, but I thought everybody did a wonderful job.
So first of all, I think you guys put so much thought and effort and preparation into being here today, and we couldn't have been more impressed. I'll get back to that in a second. All of you, I would recommend that you really dial in your segmentation and marketing strategies. You've got to prove to the judges and nationals that you deeply understand your customer, because it's only if you really understand what animates your customer that you can hope to motivate them to take the action that you want, which is to buy your product, right? So be really, really specific. A lot of the analyses that we saw were just a little bit on the vague side, so you really want to prove that you know what animates your future customer. And then secondly, I want to say I teach entrepreneurship here at AU. I teach mostly upperclassmen, so most of my students are 20 or 21. Every single one of you presented with such tremendous poise and confidence that you would have crushed any of my criteria. So keep up the exceptional work. You're really, really on the right track.
I echo and amplify what was just said. You guys really did a great job of commanding the presence of the room. And your ideas were wonderful. I think you need to sell the sizzle a little bit more. The steak is there. You all guys get that, and that's what they're drilling you on, and they're doing an amazing job. But don't be afraid to sell the sizzle a little bit more. And also what Andrew said with that competitive analysis, make it pop a little bit too. Make yourself different. A lot of the same colors were being used with you against other people. I had a hard time seeing what your difference was. But all in all, I'm amazingly impressed. Thank you.
Thank you, judges. We know your decisions must have been hard, but we know that we have to get to tonight's winner. So to read the results and close off tonight, I would like to introduce NFTE's president and CEO, Dr. J.D. Laurent.
Thank you very much, Romy. Let's give it up for Romy. What a fantastic job. I want to say a word about this gentleman right here. Every year at this time, I go around to all of the regional competitions. And it says something about a student alumni's business when I remember it from the past. And I remember your business, your comic book, and your pitch so clearly. And I brought it up as soon as I saw you this evening. So I'm glad to know that you are still working on it. I'm glad to know that you're pursuing your education while continuing that. And I really appreciate you coming back and showing our new crop of students what this is all about. So thank you very much.
So, first of all 4 of you are going to the Nationals in New York City, so we all know that. And I want to give you each a little bit of my own advice, because one thing that's really important to know is that regardless of how you place tonight, it's a clean slate at Nationals. Just because you've placed a certain way tonight doesn't mean that you won't win it all at Nationals. And you will have the opportunity to continue to work on and refine your pitches and your plans. And there's a lot of time between now and October. So please consider the really good advice of the judges in mind. And for what it's worth, I'll have a few pointers of my own here. So let me go in the order of the presenters. Atman, many strengths to your pitch, I would say. Great pacing, you used humor, great tagline, great concept, active business. The judges' questions should be assigned to you. You were asked, Anthony, I think you were asking the question about AI and explaining that a little bit more. AI is really big these days, as you know. I wouldn't necessarily make it the centerpiece of your pitch, but you can say a little bit more about it, because it's very much of the moment, and it's something that really powers your business. So I would recommend that you build that up a little bit. And in that similar vein, explain a little bit more about the whole personalization concept up front. So 2 small tweaks. Okay. Noah. I was joking with my colleagues that every year we seem to have one pizza business in the regional final. So congratulations on having the pizza business for this year. Good pacing, again, active business. You obviously are passionate about pizza, and that shows. Sometimes the personal passion of a student's pitch can go a long way. Your business made me think of one of the standout businesses here in the Capital Region. Actually, it's the business featured on the little cards on all your chairs. Andre McCain, a Nifty alumnus, who is now a very successful entrepreneur with his restaurant, Half Smoke. Have any of you ever been to Half Smoke on Florida Avenue? Yeah. So here's why I say this. Half Smoke is a sort of soul food inspired, comfort food inspired restaurant. And you might ask yourself, isn't that market saturated? But it's kind of got a fun, fashionable twist to it, just like your business. And so when I was hearing you pitch, what I was thinking is, we need to connect you to Andre for a coaching session, because I bet he could give you some excellent tips on how to work with your concept. As the father of a picky eater, I can also very much see the market for your concept. Very good, okay. Go to my notes here. Johns. Now, I travel a lot, and I know you have a real good concept, because every other trip, I'm dropping my earbuds on the plane, and I'm like, yeah, I'm like, except they fall out and they spill everywhere, and then I'm like, now what? So I was actually astonished that your market research showed the size of the market for your product. So I know you have a fantastic concept. Talk about what it is and how it works much earlier and much more clearly in your pitch. You gave the justification for why it's needed, and you did a really great job explaining the differentiation, but you need to first spend some more time just explaining what it is and how it works. If you reverse some of the order of your pitch, I think you will significantly strengthen your pitch. And Keith, well, I heard part of your pitch in the session before, and again, great tagline, very detailed presentation. This is a very resonant business, because all the educators will know, certainly post-COVID, there's a big market for tutoring. There was a market before, but there's an even bigger market now. And your business answers the question that all of us ask ourselves as potential customers of a tutoring service for ourselves or for our child. You know, you go to some of the commercial tutoring firms, what is the question you ask? How do you know if they're any good? How do you know that they're qualified? But then you take it a step further, which is, how do you know that the tutor is going to be a good match for me and my learning style? The fact that you've taken the effort to develop the personality test, to embed that as a key piece of your business, really does set your business apart from the typical tutoring business. And I would continue to amplify that strength. I do wonder if you should narrow your target market a little bit and focus on a smaller age group in particular subjects. I'll leave that to you to decide. But again, so much to work with here. Okay, so we're going to announce our 2 runners-up, and then our second place winner, and then our first place winner for tonight. So let's begin. This year's runners-up, winning $250 apiece and going to the national finals. First, Noah Blackston with Tabletop Pizza. And our second runner-up, Johns Williams with Earbud Buddy. So going on to tonight's second place winner, going on to nationals and winning $1,000 tonight is from KIPP DC with Tactful Tutors, Keith Harris. And that means tonight's winner, first place receiving $1,500 and going to nationals is Ahmed Patel. Congratulations to you all. Great job, all of you. I want to thank our judges for really some rigorous questions, and to all of our audience members tonight for being here, for supporting our students, and for supporting NFTE. That concludes our event for tonight. We will see many of you in New York in October, and I can't wait. Thanks again, everybody.